Well, you've heard there, the switch off will take effect starting from midnight tonight. And that's why we are asking you, big question tonight. Do you have a set-top box in your house that will enable you to migrate to the digital signal? Do you have a set-top box in your house that will enable you to migrate to the digital signal? That's our big question tonight. The number is 22155. You can text us through that number, or better still, you can tweet us #Friday Briefing or at Betty Callow, and we'll be sampling those views as we move along in the bulletin. Just a reminder of that big question tonight. Do you have a set-top box in your house that will enable you to migrate to the digital platform? That's our big question tonight. You can, of course, give in your comment through those platforms that I had mentioned. But let me just bring to your attention a letter that has been signed by the Africa Digital Network Consortium that comprises of Standard Group, Nation Media Group, and the Royal Media Services, of course, in regard to this drastic move. The letter says, and I quote, "We acknowledge receipt of your letter of 13th February 2015. We wish to observe and respond as follows. The CAK has curiously chosen to address itself to only parts of the Supreme Court ruling, indeed just 1 out of 4 orders contained in the court decision today, and with inconsiderate and reckless haste, you have issued a switch-off deadline of midnight today, February 13th, 2015, in complete disregard to the interest of more than 90% of viewers that depend entirely on free-to-air television." Number 2, the second point, there you go, that we expect the CAK to address itself to the rest of the orders issued by the Supreme Court, specifically the reinstatement of the self-provisioning digital broadcasting license, which must equally be communicated to us in writing by the CAK. Moving on to the third point, that by reinstating our license and the frequencies, the Supreme Court orders allow us to migrate to digital broadcasting as self-provisioning signals distributors, but this will not be possible until the CAK allows time for our acquisition of equipment that includes digital transmitters, antennae, and the critical set-top boxes. This acquisition process, it should be noted, was interrupted by the CAK's cancellation of our self-provisioning authorization of the 21st of January 2015. Point 4 goes on to say that the speed with which you move when it comes to the 3 media houses demonstrates that what we have consistently held to be a hostile attitude uncharacteristic of any independent regulator. Matters of concern raised by the 3 media houses have always been ignored or outrightly dismissed by the CAK. We wrote to you on the 9th of February 2015 raising the breach of law by GoTV and StarTimes Media Kenya Limited. You have done nothing about this as far as we are aware. We had written to you on the 22nd January 2015 in response to your letter of 21st January 2015. You have chosen not to respond but to impose sanctions aimed at assisting GoTV and StarTimes, who we are in court with. Number 5 says, related to 4 above, your impartiality, or indeed lack of, was tested recently when television channels that had otherwise migrated as per schedule reverted to analog broadcast in Nairobi. No action known to us or the public was taken against the said stations, and as you may well be aware, this case is among many recent instances that cleared all doubt over your consistent inability to be an impartial arbiter in industry matters. The letter goes on to say you have failed, but not surprisingly, to be frank, with Kenyans on the true state of the country's preparedness for digital migration. In a country of more than 6 million television households, there is a combined number of just over 500,000 set-top boxes, a vast majority of them paid TV boxes in the country. Only 50,000 of these are free-to-air boxes. The letter, of course, by the ADN goes on to say your actions tonight of switching off analog broadcast amounts to the plunging into darkness of more than 90% of viewers, a majority of them ordinary Kenyans with no means to access or afford paid television. Number 8 goes to say, additionally, your action tonight amounts to an infringement on the right of the Kenyan public to receive information under Article 33 of the Constitution and violates the freedom of broadcasting. That letter has been signed joined by Sam Chalet, who's the coordinator of the Africa Digital Network Consortium that comprises of the Standard Group, Nation Media Group, and Royal Media Services.